1, 2 live transcription test.
We ready? Hello, everyone. Hope you can hear me. Please thumbs up. Or you can unmute yourself and say you can hear me or not.
Hello.
That's good. Thank you. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, or good afternoon, wherever you're joining from. And hope you enjoyed the last night's yesterday's social. If you joined that, please let us know, share your feedback on the social media channels using the hashtag APNIC53 or APRICOT 2022. Now, welcome to the Nir Sig at APNIC53. Before I start, I would like to ask you all to be mindful of the code of conduct, which is published on the APNIC53 website and also in the chat box. Now, if you want to ask a question, and I hope you ask questions to the speakers, please type it in the chat box by starting with the word question. So we know, there's a lot of comments coming through the chat box, so we know that we can identify the questions and put it to the speakers. And myself or the chair of the session will read out to the speaker at the appropriate time. Or if you prefer to ask the question by audio, please raise your hand and we will allow you to speak to ask your question to the audio. Now, we have quite a lot to go through this in this session. As you can see on the website, we have many presentations, so I won't take too much of your time, but if you have any other questions or queries related to not the presentations, but any technical issues you're facing, you can also please put it in the chat box and my colleagues will try to help you out. So let's start the session. I'd like to introduce the chair of the Nir Sig, Wayne Yuan, and also the co-chair, Zhen Yu. Both are in the room. So over to you, Wayne.
Okay, thank you, Sunny. And good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everyone. I'm Oanh, and I'm very happy to see all of you joining us with us today. And today we will have a 6 presentation from CNIC, Idenic, Vienna, APNIC, TWDIC, and IGN. And firstly, I would like to invite my co-chair, Zhen Yu, for the first presentation. CNIC update. Zhen Yu, are you here?
Hi, Owen. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Take some time, please.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you here. Maybe we can begin our presentation.
Are you happy to share, Zen, or would you like us to share it for you?
Okay.
Steve, could you share, please? Okay, it's coming up, Zen, please.
So, can you see our screen?
Yeah, can you see the slides? We already shared it. That's good.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Now I will begin our CNIC update. Okay, the CNIC update covers the listed aspects: the internet development in China, the memberships, IP address, and IS number allocation status, training program, and the latest China Ipv6 deployment. First, I want to share some data about the internet development in China. CNIC released the 48th China Statistical Report on the Internet Development on August 27th. According to the report, Internet users in China have reached 1,011 million by June 2021. The Internet penetration rate has reached 71.6%. The mobile Internet users in China have reached 1,007 million. About the membership of CNIC, by the end of February 2022, we have 1,399 members, which covers ISPs, IDC, ICT, cloud, e-commerce, transportation, energy, manufacturing, education, and other industries. As for IP and S allocation, at the end of February 2022, CINIC has allocated more than 334,000/24 Ipv4 address, more than 24,000/32 Ipv6 blocks. More about S allocation, CINIC has allocated more than 1,100 S numbers. We have organized 2 online training in the second half of 2021. This year, we plan to organize 4 online training and 2 on-site training. And finally, I'd like to share with you the latest Ipv6 deployment status in China. By the end of December 2021, China Ipv6 active users have reached 608 million, accounting for 60% of the total internet users. The IoT Ipv6 connections reached 140 million. The Ipv6 traffic of mobile network accounted for 35%. The traffic of fixed network accounting for 9%. The Ipv6 support rate of home wireless router reached 16%. More than 80% of the government portal websites, major commercial websites, and the mobile internet applications supported Ipv6. All of the top 200 apps supported Ipv6. The average Ipv6 traffic accounted for 52%. That's all I want to share with you today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jen, for the presentation. I think it's impressive for the IPTIC numbers in China. And hi, everyone. And we will have a discussion at the end of the session. So we will have the presentation for all of the speakers. And after that, we will discussion at the end. And thank you again, Jenju, for your presentation. And now I would like to invite the next speaker from Idenic. Yes, I would like to invite David Pratama for Idenic NIR operation update.
Hi, thank you. Okay, first let me share my screen. Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
Huh?
Okay. I am David from Idenic. Actually, in the past 6 months. Let's begin with the member growth statistics. You can see in 2021 we have 2,916 members, and it's growing significantly since the past 3 years. And our member composition is mostly consists of the corporate, which is non-ISPs, and then followed by ISPs is 23%, and government and education is also have the most type in our membership, which is 10% and 7%. And for IP and ICE number delegation, what we can see here is the number of delegations that have made in that year. We can see for the Ipv4 delegation, the trend is happened between 2008 and 2011. Yes, we have delegated most of Ipv4 before that year, but we can see here is the past 3 years. You can see the number is in 2021 we have delegated more than 1,000 Ipv4, which is /24, and the maximum number of delegation is just /23. So I think the number of delegation is just biggest than what happened in 2011. And for Ipv6 delegated, what we can see is the number of IP delegated in /4/32. The most highest of our delegation is happened in 2020, which is 389 Ipv6 addresses. And what happened with ICE number delegation is in the past 3 years, we have delegated more than 1,000 ICE numbers, and we have requested more than 6 ICE blocks from APNIC. And what happened with our NIR services? We had constantly improving our services. The first services is Idenic. In 2021, there are more than 5,000 logins to Idenic, and we are on progress working to integrate Idenic to Nir API, which is an upcoming feature. And we have also make a test with the Nir API, and we have some questions, but I think the question maybe we can discuss another time, not in this forum. And our recommendation to Nir API is the most requested feature is assign an ICE number to sub account, because I think all NIRs is doing the same task. We are asked to assign the ICE number to the sub account. If we can automate it, I think it will be good because it will eliminate the data inconsistencies in the future. And our new services is IRR. We use the software called IRRD, and it's mirrored by RADB, NTT, and many more. And this is also Ipv6 available. Next is update about our APKI implementation. Our APKI implementation this year is in February 2022 is nearly touching 70%, which is 76.2%. And we have more than 700 CAs, 5,000 ROAS, and our server peak traffic is 224 megabytes per second. We are currently still running a single node publication APK server, which is also Ipv6 capable, and this have been in production since November 2019. You can see the improvement of our APKI coverage, APK implementation in Indonesia from month by month since 2021. We are going from 39 to nearly touching 70% in just 1 year. And we realized that hosted critical infrastructure at APKI, we have a responsibility to have also a high SLA. And we plan to put our APK repository or publication in the cloud. And we want to spin up in 5 different regions. So users, like for example, is APK validator from California accessing repo.apk.edip.net. It would be directed to the nearest region in the US and etc. And we plan it to finish this year. The next is about Ipv6 update. We can see here the Ipv6 implementation in Indonesia is just stuck between 1 and 0% in the past 10 years. But this year, we can see a major improvement in Ipv6 implementation. This is, you can see here the graph is just peaked into 6%. And we believe because Ipv6 implementation in Indonesia is just waiting for the big player to start to implement their Ipv6. And some of the players have been done their Ipv6 implementation, and we are just waiting another. The big player in Indonesia is the mobile operator and Telkom Indonesia. If they had finished the implementation of Ipv6, the number would be bigger than now. And we realized that as an NIR, we are hosting many services, many critical infrastructures. So we always evolving our infrastructure, always improve our infrastructure. And I will introduce you to my friend, Budi. He is the infrastructure at Idenic. And I will let him to present about the plan of our infrastructure this year. Oh, sorry, I think is as a problem, but I will continue my presentation. Okay, what you can see here in the green zone is our primary data centers. It's located in our data center, but this year, in 2021, a member want to sponsor our infrastructure, so we have two different infrastructure. And in the next is the gray zone is the backup zone. And in the future, we want to add more data centers. But our existing data centers is just located not too far each other. We can see the right, the three of our data center is most of them is located in Jakarta. And this year, we plan to have another data centers in Surabaya, which is the second big city in Indonesia. It's located in the East Java. The distance is more than 700 kilometers from Jakarta. And we also work with APNIC to host an en-route DNS in Indonesia. First, we have signed the MOU with the APNIC and the White GPRS project in October 2021. And the delivery is planned done in January, but it's delayed because the chip shortage. And we plan to place it in Jakarta and connect it to the most biggest internet exchange, which is in the Internet Indonesia Exchange and OpenIXP. The current status of the implementation is we are just waiting for the delivery of the switch to finish the installation. And I will just say thank you to APNIC that have given us an opportunity to host the en-route DNS. For the APNIC contact, for the urgent case, you can contact us via Telegram in the working hour, but outside the working hour, every time, anywhere, you can contact us via infra@idenic.net or by phone for our infrastructure team lead, Budi, and Nico and Ari. You can maybe screenshot the screen if you need it. And for the hostmaster contact, you can contact hostmaster@idenic.net or by phone. The next is about our product. I would like to ask my friend Dewanga. He is the lead of product development at Idenic. Thank you. Dewanga, are you ready? Present.
Yeah, he should be able to speak now.
Okay, thank you, David. Thank you, Sunny. So this is our product development updates. Next. This is the summary for our updates today. So we have the milestone to unify all Idenic Apg services into a unified login. And then we have a milestone to provide comprehensive monitoring to all Idenic members. And we have milestone to integrate all external services outside Idenic, like a government, private sector, commercial, or another RIR or NIR. And then we have our integration milestone. We have to integrate all Idenic and Apg services into a single dashboard and then provide the data for the commercial or non-profit organizations. Next. First update is the Idenic Academy. Next. Oops. So this is the summary for the Idenic Academy. We have approximately 500 users, registered users right now. There is 300 registered as a non-Idenic member, and we have 8 courses. Until now, we have approximately up to 650 students, and we have already issued approximately more than 200 certificate. And what we are going to do is integrate the Idenic Academy with our latest product is Q. So the member or non-member can have same dashboard with the on Idenic Academy. Next. Now it's Q. Q is our service gateway. This is the latest product of Idenic. Next. What is Q? Q is service gateway as a source of truth and as Idenic SSO services. So on the right widgets, we have 3 milestones. This year, we will do the integration with NIR, RIR, government, and so on. And we hope that on 2023, we have our big data, and we will keep you updated about our latest projects on the 2024. Next. This is the preview for the queue. So member or non-member will have the possibility, will have the visibility to see what happened in the networks, what happened in the ecosystem. And this will be accessible for non-member or Idenic member. And we have option for the big resource monitoring, like a telco or another, and there will be a paid subscription options on there. Next. And this is the relate with Q. This is public service monitoring. So on the exchange, we are often to see the road leaks, and then we still see a couple of incidents on the BGP. So we need to put the public information about what happened in the networks on Indonesia. So all of the telco will have the same visibility and same dashboard to explain what happened in the networks. Next. And the statistic, we can use Q as the source of truth database. It's all about the registry, all about the network incident and so on. And our first project is to make advertise routes on the networks is live. So next. So you will see next. You will see the updates of the queue related with Kadabra on the next slide. Next. That's it. So we can spread how many Idenic resources are advertised on the network. So this is already publicly available on stats.kadabra.id. So you can see this is the live data. How many prefixes on how many prefixes from Idenic and how many prefixes from non-Idenic members. Next. That's it from us. Thank you. Back to you, David.
Okay, thank you. I think it also enough for Idenic update today. I will return back to Wayne. Thank you.
Thank you, David and Ram, for your interesting updates. I think Idenic is the best way for develop the NIR API and NIR products, and I hope that in the near future maybe you can share much more so experience for NIR. And now I would like to invite the next speaker from Vienna. I would like to invite Ms. Trương Khánh Huyền from Vienna Update.
Thank you, Wang, for the introduction. Now I'm trying to share my slide. Can you see my slide?
Sure. Good.
So good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Huyền. I'm a communication and cooperation manager at Vienna. It's my pleasure today to give you some update on what Vienna has been doing recently and our plan in 2022. First of all, here are some statistics on internet resources growth in Vietnam. So far, we have around 162 IP members and 454 ACNs in Vietnam. Our Ipv6 adoption rate reached around 50% by this January, ranking around the second place in ASEAN and the 8th place in the world. There are more than 5 million Ipv6 subscribers in Vietnam and more than 17,000 websites enabled with Ipv6. Our Ipv6 promotion activities in 2021 has focused on government agencies. We did Ipv6 training for more than 1,500 engineers among government agencies. We consulted and support them in developing their Ipv6 deployment plans. And our objectives in 2022 is to increase Vietnam's Ipv6 adoption rate to 52%. For enterprises, our plan is to cooperate with some partners to do training on Ipv6 on IoT, Ipv6 on cloud and 5G. Hopefully, we will see some positive result on Ipv6 deployment on 5G network in Vietnam this year. The next part is RPKI in Vietnam. The adoption rate reaches around 16% last November. With the support of APNIC and the training by APNIC, we conducted an online RPKI training for almost 200 engineers in Vietnam. Recently, we have seen a steady increase of members creating ROA. By this January, the number of members creating ROAs rose to 100 members. For new services, besides managing critical internet resources in Vietnam, we want to develop new services that could serve the internet community, meet their demands in their daily internet using. So we developed internet speed measurement application called iSpeed by Vienna. It's a free, neutral, no advertisement, and it also helps to measure how many % of end user provided Ipv6 service. So far, we have set up more than 50 domestic measurement points in our Vienna system and in ISP enterprise system in Vietnam. And of course, the data collected will be shared to the enterprises and published to the community with the aim to improve the QoE, QoS of internet speed in Vietnam. The other free service we provide is Idenic Internet Academy. We provide free online training courses for different type of audience, for the engineers, the children, the elderly, and even the beginners. We provide trustworthy and knowledge in internet resources and internet through blogs. Last year, we have conducted around 12 online courses for our Vietnam internet communities. The next one is some internet event that Vienna organize, collaborate, and co-host annually. The first one we did was not 2021. This is an annual technical forum. We aim to develop and engage with technical and network engineers in Vietnam. The second one is our IP member meeting. We plan to hold it online every year since 2021 to have more participants. The content is to discuss openly with them about the internet resources management policy in Vietnam, APNIC policy proposal, also brief and encourage them to attend in international internet events like APRICOT, APNIC meeting, and so on, to engage more with overseas community. You can see some other events on the slide. We support the Ministry in Information and Communication in Vietnam to hold ITU Digital World in Vietnam. Another proud activity last year is we tried to bring internet to students because this audience considers the future of the country. Due to the COVID-19, all activities, including learning, had to go to online. Thousands of children in remote areas in Vietnam did not have their smart device. So contributing to a donating campaign in Vietnam, VNIC have cooperated with some .vn Russia, the Vietnamese ISP, to donate online learning device and 4G SIM cards for disadvantaged students at some primary school and high school in Hanoi, Da Nang, and Ho Chi Minh City. Reaching out to international event in 2021, VNIC participated as an honored speaker at some regional event to share Vietnam's experience in Ipv6 deployment. Some of events are Digital World, ISTI's Ipv6 events. We also supported LANIC, the National Internet Center in Laos, in developing their Ipv6 deployment plan for their country. So, and we will continue to support them in 2022 in their actual deployment. That's some of main achievements that VNIC in 2021. For more detail, you can scan the QR code on the screen for the report on Internet resources of Vietnam that we publish annually. The last part is our upcoming events. This year, we will hold the first conference named Vienna Internet Conference on June with the expectation of 500 on-site attendees and 700 online people. So for this, we will have a 2-day workshop, free workshop on Ipv6 youth internet governance, the peering and routing security. The main conference will follow the theme, the future of internet. So for this kind of big event, we will definitely reach out to our international friends for the invitation. Hopefully we can welcome overseas participation soon for our on-site event. Another event is our Vienna Now will be on August. The OPM will be September for the training. As I mentioned before, we will do around 7 training workshops on Ipv6 on cloud, IoT, 5G, and 2 training workshops on IPKI. Yeah, that's all I would like to update on VNIC plans in 2022. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Thanh Nguyen, for your presentation. It's very interesting for the next meeting from VNIC. And on behalf of VNIC, I would like to invite all the NIR colleagues who can join with us for the next meeting, VNIC Internet Conference. And now I would like to thank again Thanh Nguyen and invite the next speaker from APNIC. I would like to invite Koki Nakagawa for the APNIC update. Hey, Koki-san. Hey, Koki-san, are you there?
Okay. Can you hear my voice?
Okay, is that good? Please take your time.
Okay, just a moment, please. I'll share my screen. Okay. Can you see my slides?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
Okay, let's start to APNIC update. My name is Koki Nakagawa from Japan Network Information Center. This is today's index. First, I told you our statistics information, and the second part is told you our activities. First one is member and resource holders information. This graph shows the trend of LIRs, not to increase rapidly, but growing step by step. Ipv4 holder is the 485 organizations, and Ipv6 holder is 327 organizations now belonged. The graph on the right side is a breakdown of the attributes of the address holders. A PA address holder is about 500, and the historical holder is about 900 organizations. Next one is the Ipv4 distribution. Total 394,168/24 addresses allocated by APNIC. And we hold 123,983/24 historical resources. Next is the Ipv6 distribution. The allocation of Ipv6 address is slowly increasing. Of all the IP members, 67% members get Ipv6. And this slide is the AS number distribution. The support for 4-byte AS is accelerating rapidly. The number of 4-byte ASs acquired this year was 3 times that of 2-byte ASs. This is transfer statistics. Ipv4 transfer is total 525 cases we did it. Total Ipv4 amount which transferred is over 1.2 million addresses. The following part is inter-RIO transfers detail. In is from other RIO to JPNICs. Out means from JPNICs to other RIOs. Statistics is all, and next is our activities. The highlight in 2021. In 2021 April, we implement the e-billing our fee structure. We are billed for IP address maintenance fees every April. Starting this April, we have changed from sending bills by mail to electronic billing. Some of our customers were confused by this first attempt, but we are responding it. Next is in May, we kick off the domestic IGF activation team for IGF 2023. In preparation for the IGF scheduled to be held in Japan in 2023, a team has been formed to activate the domestic IGF activities as well. Since then, we have been holding regular meetings to discuss how the IGF in Japan should be. Next is June. In June, JPNIC began offering a content under the name JPNIC Talk Lounge, inviting guests to talk about the internet. The right size photo is the screenshot for JPNIC Talk Lounge. The first guest was Mr. Jun Rai, and the following guest has Mr. Mazu-san from APNIC Ishii, and Mrs. Izumi Okudani, and Mr. Paul Wilson, APNIC Director General. These contents can watch on YouTube. If you're interested, please watch it on our YouTube channel. Next is the Internet Week Showcase online in July. We hold the event Internet Week on every November. Showcase is a scaled down version of the popular contents only. In past 2 years, we have held this event in a local area, but this year it's held by online. Next November, Internet Week is touched after slides, and December, we collaborate with Vienna. The photo below is from that time. We shared various information such as status updates, internet governance, and some technical topics. Next is the JP Open Policy meeting. JP OPM 41 was held in November 30. 46 people attended it. I introduced some contents of this meeting. Internet Number Resources Management School is to reteach the basics in number resources management. For example, registries tree structure and JP policy and JP PDP and etc. and elementary part. We want to help newcomers activity. Next one is the Keynote Speech. Keynote Speech is why need RPKI and lower? Why not only IRR? The college students researching the RIR and RPKI gave a lecture. What is different from IRR to RPKI for newcomers? Next one is collaborate with other orgs. First one is JANOG. JANOG 49 is held by hybrid, Kagoshima and online. JPNIC supported by community supporter. And the programs are Ipv4 addresses, targeted returns. This program is presented by Hiroki-san in JPNIC staff and Mazu-san from the APNIC. This program's detail is, please check the following the URLs. And Internet Week 2021 was held in November for 10 days. This year is 25th anniversary of Internet Week. And this time is first time full online conference in Internet Week. Total 39 programs held and about 2,800 people is attended this event. Finally, upcoming 2022, we want to do the implementation of the abuse verification function following the APNIC Prop 125 and promoting the RPKI and the lower, more communicate with the APNIC and the NIRs. We're planning now. That's all our slides. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Koki-san, for your updates. I think RPKI is very important to the internet routing security. I think JPNIC is a good active for the promote RPKI in your community. And now I would like to thank again Koki for your presentation. And I think for RPKI, I think the TWD is a good case for the deploy ROR. And I would like to invite Wen Zhu-Chen for Taiwanic update.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, can you see my slide?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Wenyu from Idenic, and today I will present Idenic update. And my presentation is divided into 4 parts. Firstly, is about statistics of Idanic's IP members. We have 314 members with various service types, include fixed network and mobile network. And statistics so far, Idenic has allocated 132,592/24 Ipv4 addresses and allocated 2,548/32 Ipv6 addresses. And most of our members have obtained Ipv6 addresses. And Taiwan Ipv6 user availability is 43.57% in February 2022. And Taiwan Ipv6 global ranking is number 15. And we hold 36 Idenic IP open policy meeting last year. Caused of COVID-19, so we hold a meeting online. And there are around 150 attendees. And there are 2 keynote speech, BGP security threats and the challenges by Jeff from APNIC, and the challenges of 5G for smart applications by Alex Chen from Taiwan's ISP Zhonghua Telecom. And our session topics include cybersecurity SIG, cooperation SIG, policy SIG, and the Ipv6 deployment SIG. And last year, we held 13 times IP network communication trainings, include on-site, remote, and hybrid training. And there are 577 attendees. The next part is about Idenic RPKI service. Now, statistics to February 22. Number of Ipv4 routing valid prefix is 96.7%. And the number of Class C Ipv4 valid space is 99.3%. And the number of Ipv6 routing valid prefix is 98.4%. And number of /64 Ipv6 valid space is 99.5%. And the last, our conclusions and the future works. We have 28 new members in 2021, and we encourage and help Taiwan ISPs and the service providers to manage ROAS to increase the ROA coverage gradually. And we will continually hold the Ipv6 training and the activities this year. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Wenju, for your presentation. And I know that if you have any question for all the speakers, please raise your hand at the end of the session or send on the task force. And thank you again, Wenju, for your presentation. And finally, I would like to introduce the last presentation from Irene. Update. I would like to invite the Apki Implementation. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you,
Are you ready?
Chair, for the. Am I audible to you?
Okay. Take your time, please.
Yeah.
Abhishek, are you sharing your slides or would you like us to share?
Yeah, if you can share, that is fine for me.
We'll do it. Thanks. Just hold on a second, please.
Yeah.
Can you see the slides?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Just. Myself, Abhishek Mishra. I'm working as an assistant manager in IREN. I've been working with NIC for the past 10 years. I would like to give you an update for the IREN. the growth of iron, the progress, how iron takes from the past 10 years. So as of now, this you can see the number of affiliates which we have grown from the past 6 years. It's been 3,850 till yesterday evening. So the numbers, as you can see, for this year, it has grown a lot. We have added approximately 850 affiliates, 700 to 800 affiliates this year, because we have taken many steps in this, like because India is a very vast region, and it will be not be possible for us to reach each and every to cover the pan India. So we have appointed distributors as an extended arms of NICSI, so that they can in almost every state, so that they can reach to the maximum numbers of people who require IP address, who are aware about how to get IP address. So we should have that we trained them, and they on behalf of NICSI, they reach to those people, and thus we can able to reach to the maximum internet users of India. Next. So this is the number of the IPv4 and IPv6 location. We have almost reached 11.5 in 4 in IPv4, and almost 10.6 in IPv6. Next. Just yeah. So this is the ASN allocation. Like we are mostly allocating 4 byte ASNs, and the AS numbers has gone up because most of the affiliates, as we are spreading awareness about the ROA and RPKI, so they want their own ASN, and they want to announce their IP prefix using their own ASN. So the requirement, the demand for ASN has gone up. So in the past year, 2021, we have allocated 500 4 bytes ASN and 10 2 bytes. And this year also, in the past 2 months, we have allocated 54 4 bytes ASN and 2 byte ASN. So next. Yeah. So this is the past 6 months from the last conference. This is a small survey which we have conducted, that what are the basic criteria, what are the industries which are seeking a request for IP address. So we have on basis of our analysis, mostly are the ISPs and some of the franchises of ISPs, because the IP restriction is limited. Either you are an ISP or anyone, you can get a maximum of /23. So ISPs have further making their franchises who can work on behalf of that ISP. So these are the 2 prominent categories which are becoming an affiliate with us and request for IP address. The third one is the IT and the software companies and the hosting services providers. So these are the few prominent industries which request for IP address from us. Yeah. Next. Yeah, the next is the new initiatives. Like in my previous presentation, I told you that NICSI has started a new initiative, which is the NICSI Academy. So last time we have only 2 courses, IPv6, the advanced one, and now we have added 2 more courses. One is the DNS fundamental, DNS abuse, and the other is the IPv6 securities. So, and in the next few months, we will be adding more courses. The next one, which I can tell you, is the cyber security, which will be live by next month, by the end of March, and DNS abuse and securities. So these are the 2 courses which will be uploaded. Total registrations till date, we have received 564, out of which the 237 participants have successfully completed the course, and 39 have successfully completed the exam also, and they have received their certificates. Next. The next initiative was the IP Guru. It is basically for the industries or the the new affiliates who are not able to implement IPv6 in their network, or who are not that much aware about the IPv6. They have IPv6 address, but they are not able to, they find it technically challenging for them to implement this in their network. So we have started this new initiative, which is called the IP Group. There, if any organization, it is free of cost, we are not charging anything. We have taken 6 IPv6 and IP experts from the community, both from the government as well as the privates, and they just need to submit their name, organization, mobile number, email IDs, and basic query, and they can send it to us, and then one of members from our expert panel will contact them, and he will be able to resolve his queries and whatever solution he is required. So this is the also the new initiative which we have started. Next. Now the current IPv6 and ROA stats. IPv6, we are at 76.6. That is the adoption rate, and the top performers here are Reliance Jio, Bharti, and Vodafone. So these are the top performers, and I think this graph is going up day by day. Next. For ROA, from the past 1.5 years, we have done a good job. From if what I remember in September, October 2020, we were around 12 to 13%. And now we have up to 54-55%. So we have done a good job in this. We are continuously arranging workshops. We are doing online training programs for our affiliates to try to more educate them about the importance of ROA. And we have sent them mails also regarding what is the process, how to do your ROA, and why it is important. So we are continuously working in this direction, and the numbers are you can see the numbers, and it is still going, and we are by 2022 we want to touch around 70%. So we have this plan to work, and we are working in this direction. Yeah, next. So this is the way, the one which we are targeting, the invalids as well as the unknowns. So we have identified the unknowns, and we have a team assigned to it. They are sending them mails. They are calling them that why you are not are you not aware about the ROA, and what are the challenges you find. So we are working in this direction, and hopefully we'll get this percentage down in the coming few months. Yeah, next. Yeah, next is the training program for our affiliates. So from the last conference, we have conducted 4 workshops for our affiliates. In November month, it is the RPKI, and DNS. It was in November. We have done 2 workshops, and in December month we have done 1. And in last workshop, which was on 9th Feb with the help of APNIC, as per the MOU which is signed between IRIN and APNIC, it was for IPv6 protocol and architecture. Next. Yeah, for future engagements, we will be as we have organizing the training program, we will continue to do so in the coming months also, for the next financial year, for the next year also. And the next one, we will enhance the NIC Academy portal. Like I said, that we will be adding new courses to it. So we will be keep on enhancing the new new initiative which we have started, and then we need to popularize the new initiative also via various social media platform. We will ask APNIC for also, if he can help, he can circulate that, he can help us in popularizing the new initiative. And last one is the IRIN OPM, which we will be organizing in the month of May and June, most probably. Once the date is final, we will share it with everyone. So these will be the future engagements which we have which we are planning to do till date. Next. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Rajesh, for the presentation. And I it's the end of the session, so I would like to invite all of the questions. If you have any question for all of the speakers, please raise your hand or take a chat or this chat book. And now I see on the chat book to the two questions for CNIC and TWLIC. I think maybe you can share your opinion for your other attendee, not only in this Zoom meeting, also in via live streams. So Zanju, yeah, I think a question from Paul for your Ipv6 subportrait from the wireless router come from China. Do you have any log or the statistics for the information?
Wayne, just in the interest of time, I think those two questions were already answered in the chat. So maybe we can go for one or two any other questions if they have.
Okay,
please.
sure. Yeah.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you. And we open any question?
I don't know. I can't turn the other one off, but it's okay. I'll delete. There's one question from Sanjaya, Wayne. Do you want me to read it first? It's a question from Sanjaya to Idenic. What triggered the ASN delegation growth in the last 3 years?
Sure. How about it? It's a question for the ASN delegation.
Is David still on the line?
David,
are you there? Okay, maybe we take that offline, Sanjaya, if that's okay with you, please. The next one is for Irene, distributor of NICSI. Are they doing pre-evaluation work, example, organization, contact verification, or resource need analysis?
Yeah, am I audible, Sunny?
Yes.
Yeah, Sunny. So I would like to answer for this. Yeah, they are doing the pre-evaluation work, and apart from them, NICSI also does the evaluation, right? The organization contact detail, the verification of the organizations. So we have MCA websites where we check that whether that organization is registered or not. So that verification is done at 2 levels, that distributors also do it and we NICSI also do it. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Abhishek. Over to you, Wayne.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Thank you, Sunny. I think it's time's up, and I would like to introduce Mr. Zanju for summarize the NIRS forum. Zanju, take time, please.
I believe Zenu don't have anything to summarize. Zenu, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Jeju, can you help me to summarize the session?
Maybe you can put it in the report for the AGM, Wayne, and send your summary of the NIR SIG.
Okay, sure. Thank you again. Okay, I think it's time up, and I would like to thank you again for all the speakers for this joining us with session, and thank you again for the attendees for joining us. And we will have in maybe 15 minutes for break for the next session, and I would like to invite all of the attendees for joining with APRICOT 2022 social event later on. And thank you again, and see you.
Thank you to you as well, Wayne. I think this is your first NIR SIG as a chair, and that's good. Well done. Thank you. And also to all the NIR colleagues and participants, thanks for joining this session. We'll take a quick break, 15 minutes, and please join back for the product and services session. See you later.
Thank you, Sunny. Thank you.